Assalamualaikum and hi, it's me Nasuha Ramlan. So I will start discuss the question 1. This article pinpoints that the driver of nation's economic growth in third quarter 2024 is domestic demand, particularly in its service sector. Assuming within the tourism sector, hotel accommodation price rose by 12% due to increasing demand, while quantity demand only fell by 4%. So begin to answer questions 1A, calculate the price elasticity of demand for hotel accommodation. Is the demand elastic or inelastic? So first, we need to understand the formula for price elastic of demand, PED. Okay, next, step 2, we need to substituting the given data from the question. Okay, we know that the price of hotel accommodation increased by 12% and the quantity demand decreased by 4%. So next, we substituting these values into the formula. Okay, since the absolute value of PED is less than 1, the demand for hotel accommodation is inelastic. This means that a price increase leads to a smaller percentage decrease in quantity demand, suggesting that consumers are relatively unresponsive to price changes. So now we move on to the questions 1B. This article also references multiple government measures to enhance family income and therefore the creation of demand. Explain how changes in household income might influence the price elasticity of demand for tourism service. My answer is household income also plays an important role regarding price elasticity of demand for tourism service. Policies such as increasing the salary of civil servants or minimum wages probably increases disposable income, further affecting travel demand. When income increases, demand for tourism tends to become more inelastic. In fact, consumers continue to consume travel regardless of the price hike. Demand for budget travels and domestic tourism remains stable, while luxurious tourism become more elastic because hedonistic consumers prefer to spend much for premium service and experience, making such demand more price sensitive. Income elastic of demand (YED) may also be relevant. Increasing income will typically raise the demand for tourism so that it become more normal good, okay, which will lower price elasticity. Rising income may also change one's demand for domestic travel into international travel and hence less likely demand for local tourism.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Yasmin Ariffin. Now I'm going to discuss question 2. So statement says, suppose an 8% increase in household income result in a 12% increase demand for luxury goods, such as import car. There are 2 questions below. The first one is, calculate the income elasticity of demand for import cars, or are import car a necessity or a luxury good? For the answer of question 2A, the formula we need to use is percentage change in quantity demand divided by percentage change in income. Given that the percentage change in quantity demand is 8% and the percentage change in income is 12%. After applying to a formula, we get 1.5. So, since the result is greater than 1, this means that import car are a luxury good. Luxury goods are highly responsive to income change, meaning as income rises, the demand for this good increases significantly. If income in Malaysia continue to grow due to government policies like higher wage, we can expect a greater demand for import car in the future. For the question 2B, the question asks, in what manner might the alteration in income level addressed in the article influence the demand for this good? The answer is, we learn from the article that Malaysia's economy is booming, posting a gross domestic product (GDP) increase of 5.3% in 2024. Furthermore, civil servants are expected to receive more generous paycheck, and the minimum wage in private sector is also set to rise. In addition to this, these economic measures are expected to positively impact household income. With the growing income, the demand for luxury goods such as import car with high income elasticity will increase sharply. Therefore, as Malaysian household income rises, the consumption of premium import vehicle will also increase. However, external variables like global trade uncertainties as well as the uneven corruption from China can still affect Malaysia's economy and may even lessen the impact that increased income will have on the demand for luxury goods.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Hazirah, binti Rosnizam. So, I will continue to question 3. Cross-price elasticity of demand (XED) measure how the quantity demand of one good respond to a change in the price of another goods. In this case, we analyze the relationship between steel and aluminium to determine whether they are substitute or complement. So, the conclusion of XED, the formula for cross-price elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demand of aluminium is 10%. After that, percentage change in price of steel is 50%. Since the XED value is positive, the total value is equal to 0.67. This indicates that steel and aluminium are substitute goods. A positive cross-price elasticity means that when the price of one good rise, the demand for the other increase as the consumer switch to the alternative. Interpretation: when the price of steel increase, manufacturers seek alternative materials, leading to higher demand for aluminium. The XED value of 0.67 suggests a moderate substitution effect, meaning aluminium is an alternative but not a perfect substitute for steel. This aligns with the economic article which highlight the strong roles of manufacturing in Malaysia's economic growth, indicating that raw material demand is significant. So, the conclusion is the relationship between steel and aluminium demonstrates substitutability, which means business can shift from steel to aluminium when steel price rise. This insight is valuable for industry and policymakers to understand market dynamic and potential pricing strategy. That's all from me. Thank you.
For question number 4, the article attributes part of Malaysia's economic growth to the manufacturing sector, which include electronic goods. However, the article also mentions challenges such as global uncertainties and supply constraints. Suppose the price of electronic goods increased by 12%, but the quantity supplies increased by only 5%. For question A, calculate the price elasticity of supplies for electronic goods. Is the supply elastic or inelastic? Well, the answer is formula for price elasticity of supply, which is PES, is percentage change in quantity supplies of good over percentage change in price of goods. Based on the article given, percent change in price is 12%, while percentage change in quantity supplies is 5%. So, price elasticity of supplies equals to 5% over 12%, and the answer is 0.417. Since price elasticity of supplies is less than 1, the supply is inelastic, meaning that the quantity supplies does not respond significantly to price change. For question B, discuss 2 factors based on the article that might contribute to the observed elasticity in the manufacturing sector. The price elasticity of supply measure how responsive the quantity supply is to a change in price. Since the quantity supply increased by only 5%, while the price increased by 12%, the supply is inelastic, which is the price elasticity of supply is less than 1. This means that manufacturers are unable to quickly adjust production and respond to price change. So the first factor is global uncertainties, such as trade risks, trade restrictions, economic slowdown, and geopolitical tensions can disrupt supply chains and hinder the smooth flow of goods. Manufacturers may struggle to obtain raw material and essential components due to import and export reduction, further limiting their production capacity. These uncertainties make it difficult for companies to scale up production quickly, thus reducing their ability to respond effectively to price change. The last factor is supply constraints. The manufacturing sector, particularly the electronic industry, depends on raw material, and skilled labor to sustain productions. However, shortage of essential components such as microchips, metals, and specialized electronic parts can significantly slow down the manufacturing process. Additionally, the recruitment and training of skilled workers require times, further limiting the ability of manufacturers to increase supplies quickly in response to rising the demand.